Dear learners, how are you feeling today? Hope feeling good and doing well. Come on, let us discuss MCQ Term 1 Grade 12 Mathematics CBSE. Now this year CBSE going to conduct a Term 1 board exam only multiple choice question. So based on that, let us discuss a few questions in this video. Okay, let's see the first question. The first question says so that the function f n to n given by f of 1 equal to f of 2 is equal to 1 and f of x equal to x minus 1 for every x greater than 2, every x greater than 2 is dash. Okay, this is the question, but based on this question there will be four options. So first option 1 1 and on 2, second one 1 1 but not on 2, then option C is on 2 but not 1 1, option D 1 1 and many one. There won't be a 1 1 many one. Okay, uh, right. Likewise four options in that, what is the correct option we have to see. Come on, let's discuss the solution. Yes, f is not 1 1 because you see f of 1 and f of 2 have same image, isn't it? Each one should have only one image. One element from the domain should have the codomain only one image, but it has two elements, 1 and 2 are domain have the same image 1. That's why it is not 1 1. So f of 1 equal to f of 2 is equal to 1. That's why. But f is onto. How can we say onto? Onto means all elements of codomain will have pre-image because n to n real numbers, natural numbers, right? Here n to n natural numbers. So 1 is there. 2. If I put x value 2 means it will be 1. 1 also 1, 2 also 1. If x value, if I take 3, so x is greater than 2 they have. So 3 if I take, then domain will be 2. So it greater than. So x we have to take greater than. So 3 if it means 2. Then 4 mean it will be 3. Likewise, it goes on. So if you apply and that, what will happen? So we choose x value, x as y plus 1. Then what happened? F of y plus 1 equal to y plus 1 plus minus 1. Y plus 1 minus 1 equal to y. So we get the, as per the formula if you write, we get like this. So 1 belongs to n also. Whatever 1 we are getting. So f of 1 is 1 already there. So all elements have its pre-image. That's why we can conclude that the given function is onto but not 1 1. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, come on, let's see the next question. The next question says, question number 2, the matrix 2 minus 1 3 lambda 0 7 minus 1 1 4 is not invertible. Then there are four options: lambda equal to minus 1, lambda equal to 0, lambda equal to 1, lambda belongs to or minus 1, real numbers minus 1. So here when it is given invertible, not invertible, that means determinant of this given matrix is 0. That means that what do we have to take? Here we can use expanding R2 because lambda value 1. Expanding R2, what will happen? Lambda, where the lambda R2 is the right, the corresponding row and column value, what will get? Minus 1 into 4, minus 4. Then 1 into 3, minus 1, 3. Then middle element 0. So whatever you multiply with the 0, 0, that will keep. Then the last one, row 2, last one is 7 is there. 7. You take 7, then eliminating corresponding row and column. Then what will get? 2 into 1, 2. Then minus 1 into 1 plus 1. According to the formula here, negative 1. We have to write negative sign. So negative 1. So when you simplify this, what will happen? Minus, you see, minus 4 into minus 3, minus 7 lambda. Here 2 minus 1, 1. 1 into 7, 7. Then if we can take 7 commonly out. If you take 7 commonly, what will get? Minus lambda plus 1. Transposing 7 other side of equal symbol, what will happen? Minus lambda plus 1 equal to 0. Then plus 1 transpose that side, that will be negative 1. So lambda equal to 1. Where lambda equal to 1 we have, option C we have. So the answer for this question is C, option C. Hope you understand how to solve this one. Come on, let's see the next question. Okay, come on, let's see. Question number 3. The value of tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6 is. There are four options. Option A, pi by 6. Option B, pi by 2. Option C, 7 by 3. Option D, 7 by 6. What answer would be the correct answer? Come on, let's see. So 7 by pi by 6 can be written pi plus pi by 6. Why should we write? Because it it does not belongs to the interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. It does not belongs. That's why we have to write like this. We know that formula, but tan pi plus theta equal to tan theta. So we can rewrite tan 7 pi by 6 is equal to tan pi plus pi by 6 is equal to tan pi by 6, because tan pi plus theta equal to tan theta. So in place of theta here pi by 6 is there. So the answer is pi by 6. So pi by 6 is between the interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So hence the option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. Okay, let's see now next question. Okay, come on. Question number 4. If the matrix A is both symmetric and skew symmetric, then A is dash. What kind of matrix is A so that it is both symmetric and skew symmetric? What is meant by symmetric and skew symmetric? That also we should know. There are 4 options: diagonal matrix, identity matrix, scalar matrix, and zero matrix. So what matrix is possible? We know that A dash equal to A, then that is symmetric. That matrix is symmetric. A dash equal to minus A, then that is skew symmetric. That we know. So both is possible. Only zero matrix is possible to make A dash also A and A dash equal to minus A also only. So the option D is the correct answer. Option D is the correct. Come on, let's see now. Next question. Question number 5. Question number 5. If A is a square matrix of order 3 and Aij means you think about cofactor. Aij is the cofactor of the element Aij. So small aij stands for element, capital Aij stands for cofactor. Then the value of A21, A11, A22, A12, A23, A13 is dash. So here capital 13 stands for cofactor, small A23 stands for element. Here there is a rule. That rule, if you know, easily we can say the answer. There are options: A is 1, B is 0, C is 2, D is 3. So what is the correct answer for that? Look at, if elements of a row or column are multiplied with cofactors of any other row or column, then their sum is 0. So here A21, here also should be capital A21, small A22, then capital A22 should be there, small A23, capital A23 should be there. But it is different. Cofactor is different. Element is different. Element and cofactor, it should be same. 2 3 means 2 3, 2 2 2 2, 1 2 1 2 1. But it is different. That's why the answer is 0. So the option B is the correct answer. Hope you understand how to solve such kind of problems. Okay, come on, let's see the next question. Question number 6. Question number 6. If if A is a square matrix of order 3 and determinant of A equal to 2, then find the value of determinant of minus A dash. Okay, here the options are given. A equal to 2, first option is 2, second option is minus 2, third option is 4, fourth option is minus 4. Isn't it? Then how would find the answer? Look at solution. Determinant of minus A dash, we can split like this: minus negative of determinant of A times determinant of A dash, because A is given equal to 2, A dash also will be 2 only, because when the transpose of determinant, when you find, you will get the same value. So the answer will be negative into 2 into 2. So answer is negative 4. Then the correct option is D. Okay, come on, let's see the next question. Question number 7. The range of the principal value branch of the function y equal to secant inverse x is dash. Already found there is a interval, isn't it? There is interval here. Interval here pi is given, first option, second option 0, third option 0 to pi excluding pi by 2, fourth option is pi by t. Already we know cos inverse x is 0 to pi, cos inverse is x 0 to pi. Secant is what is 1 by cos, 1 by cos is pi by 2, denominator pi by 2 of cos is 0, so that should not be included, because secant is 1 by cos. That's why that option is C is the correct answer. 0 to pi interval excluding pi by 2. Okay, hope you understand how to find this. So if you remember this interval, easily we can answer. Look at next question. Question number 8. Determine differentiate secant square x square with respect to x square. So this is mostly they ask this question x with respect to x square. Here option A secant x tan x, option B secant square x tan x. Sorry, square should not be there. Option C secant square x square tan x square, not tan square. Here 2 secant square x square tan x square. Okay. So these are the four options. So differentiating with respect to x, x secant x, when you differentiate, what we get answer secant x tan x. When you differentiate secant x, we get secant x tan x. But here the question is secant square x square. When you differentiate with respect to x square, we get 2 times secant square x square tan x square. 2 times secant square x square tan x square. Okay, so option D is the correct answer. Here you remember you can use UV method. UV dash. UV is here is what? Secant square x square, right? Secant square x square we can split as secant x square into secant x square. UV is secant x square. We also secant x square. UV method we use, product rule if you use, you will get the correct answer 2 times secant square x square tan x square. Okay, so the answer is option D is the correct option. Next question, question number 9. If you see question number 9, what is given? If y equal to f x square and f dash of x is equal to e power root x. So two informations are given. Then find dy by dx. What is dy by dx? If you find first y is f of x square. So dy by dx we have to find. Then only we can get the answer. Here four options are given. First option 2x, second option f of x 2x, third option f dash of x square 2x. Fourth option D is 2x e power x. Let's see the solution. If you differentiate dy by dx, what am f dash of x square dx, because f of x square, differentiate f dash of x square, but then with respect to x square, if you differentiate, you will get 2x. Okay, then f dash of x, already given f dash of x, e power root x is given, e power root x is given. So in place of x you can write e power 2a root x. F dash of x you can write e power 2x, but square is there, that's why you can make it square. When you square it, root square, what will happen? Just e power x. So 2x e power x is the correct answer. So option D is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. Next question is find the derivative of tan 2x plus c. So there are four options. Which option is correct one? Let us see. Here derivative of tan x is secant square x. Already we know derivative of tan x is what? Secant square x, that we know. So here derivative of tan 2x plus x, that is secant square 2x plus 3, but with respect to x if you do, then 2 you will get. So the correct option is 2 times secant square 2x plus x. So the option C is the correct answer. Hope you understand. You can share this channel to your friends. Till then, thank you. Bye bye. See you.